Y'all, we gotta talk about this Finesse2tymes interview on $1 million worth of game. Listen, Gillie and Wallo get Gillie and Wallo get everybody on the couch. They get the biggest stars, they get the OGs, but I don't think I ever felt tensions radiate through the scene quite like the latest episode with Finesse2tymes. If you thought this little back and forth between Finesse2tymes and Moneybagg Yo was just for promo or just some internet stuff, man, y'all know you absolutely wrong. The clip that is tearing up the internet right now is Finesse talking about what would happen if he and Bag ever got, you know what I'm saying, if they ever just got a boxing, what would really gonna happen? And he didn't say, I'm gonna beat him. He didn't say we gonna bang, you know what I'm saying, the fair one. No, Finesse said, and I quote, if I fight him, I'm gonna fight him like I'm finna die. That's what he said, no. That's what he said. Man, you know, this is wild. This is a level of hatred, desperation. I'm talking about it go beyond business. The crash out energy that we all see. So today we just gonna talk a little bit about it. We breaking down the viral moment and, you know, the most important, we looking at the history of why these two former brothers now hate each other with a passion. Lock in, hit that like button right now. If you're ready for the mess, let's get into it. I'm talking about, okay, so let's set the scene. Finesse is sitting down with Gillie and Wallo. Now, if you watch $1 million worth of game, you know, Wallo is always trying to be the peacemaker. He the OG who did real time. He always trying to tell the young guys, get the money, stay out the way. Don't let your ego kill you. So the conversation naturally turns Moneybagg Yo. Remember when Finesse was bread game? That was his home team at one point in time. When the topic come up, you can physically see Finesse. I'm talking about his demeanor just changed. It's just the whole thing just shift. The energy get dark. I'm talking about his face change. And when he dropped that line, I'm gonna fight like I'm finna die, it shut the whole room down. I'm talking about it shut the whole room down. Think about what that means. When someone say they're fighting like they are about to die, that means there are zero rules. That means survival mode. I'm talking about straight gorilla. That means biting, whatever it takes. Because in his mind, if he lose the fight, it's over for him. It showed Finesse feel bagged in the corner. He feel disrespected, I guess, so aggressively by whatever happened between them. That he willing to risk. I mean, that man really like risk it all. He don't care about throwing away no freedom. He ain't thinking about the kids. He ain't thinking about his girlfriend. He ain't thinking about nothing. He just rather risk it all in his life just to get back. He don't care. He just won't get back. You know how money is. You know how he is. I'm talking about, to understand the level of anger, man, you have to rewind. I'm talking about like deep. It's deep because they were close. Finesse was a key part of the ride of bread game early on. If you listen to the streets in Memphis, a lot of people will tell you that Finesse, you know, I'm talking about, he was developing the song that Bag ended up taking global. I'm talking about, there always been rumors about ghostwriting, or at least Finesse contributed heavily towards the flows, hooks that he didn't get credit for. He didn't get no credit. So that's where he got out of prison and he was so upset. But the real break happens when Finesse go to prison. And I think it just, even though they weren't just seeing eye to eye good before he went to prison, it just really took the cake when he got out of prison. He felt like everybody moved up without him and just left him in the dirt. You know how he get. You know what I'm saying? He always tell people he feel like he throw it off, but Finesse did nearly 5 years on a federal weapon charge. You remember that? Now the golden rule in the streets, the rap game is supposed to be when your mans go down, you make sure his book's straight. But did Finesse do that? Did Moneybagg do that? I don't know. And you got to make sure the family's straight. They're just a street gang, you know what I'm saying? That's what they take it from the streets. If my man go to jail, we're going to make sure his book's straight. You know what I'm saying? We're going to make sure his people's good. Some people do, some people don't. From everything Finesse, I'm talking about over the last year since he got out, he feel Moneybagg Yo completely abandoned him. I'm talking about completely abandoning him during that time. But we already know how that go, man. Because 1 minute they cool, 1 minute they fall out. 1 minute they cool, 1 minute they fall out. So we don't never know which way Finesse really want to go. I'm talking from everything Finesse said over the last year since he got out. He just feel like they just don't care about it. He feel like Bag used his energy to get on top. And then when Finesse got locked up, Bag left on the right. Now, that's just how he feel. That's how he feel now. Imagine sitting in the cell for 5 years, watching your brother become a millionaire superstar, wearing jewelry, the coats, the watches, houses, cars. You know what I'm saying? And you can't even get proper commissary deposit. And so that's really what got him really fired up. Whether that 100% true or not, that it's Finesse reality that the fuel for this fire he feel used and guarded, but that's just his feeling. Because I don't know if Moneybagg Yo feeling the same, because when people get to doing their own thing and get to move it up in the game, you gotta level up as well. But he ain't just stopped there. It went to the business wise. When Finesse got out, he was still technically tied to bread game. CMG business wise, he claimed the contract was terrible. He felt trapped. So what did he do? You already know what he did. Then what a story turned into a movie. Finesse linked up with J Print and Mob Ties out of Houston. It just helped him maneuver a little bit out of the Moneybagg Yo situation, basically. You know what I'm saying? In the streets, bringing J Prince to 100 your, dispute with your former friend is like dropping a nuclear bomb on a relationship. Do y'all feel the same way? I think it's seen as the ultimate power move. It's like an ultimate betrayal too. You know what I'm saying? Finesse got free, but it solidified the beef. Now, Moneybagg Yo probably looks at the Finesse like an op. You know what I'm saying? Think about it, he probably look at him like an op who brought outsiders into their family business. So you have Finesse feeling abundant and Bag feeling betrayed. There's a recipe for disaster. It's just a recipe for disaster. Just keep it honest. A recipe for disaster. Here's my take on a whole. Here's my take on a whole $1 million worth of gang situation. Watching Wallo try to talk peace to Finesse, and almost painfully, Wallo is right. Logically, Finesse finally has money, fame, and momentum while risking it all to crash out on Moneybagg Yo. But Finesse, that part of the culture where logic doesn't matter. When respect is involved, he don't care about nothing. When he said fight like I'm finna die, he telling the world that some wounds are too deep for Moneybagg. It's too deep to fix. No matter what we do, how can we fix the problem? Money can't fix the problem. We done tried to talk about it and fix the problem. We heard Finesse2tymes said he thought that Moneybagg forgave him. But he guess he didn't. It's sad, honestly, because they were a dynamic duo. But this interview confirmed that, no reconciliation coming. Period. This isn't like no Drake and McNeil where they eventually shake hands on stage. This Memphis, deep rooted. I'm talking about, you know how the energy they giving off in Memphis? Let's be for real. And frankly, if I'm Moneybagg Yo, you know what I'm saying, security, I was saying this interview, I'm on high alert. I'm on high alert. I'm like, I'm on high alert because Finesse not playing a character. That man is hurt. I'm talking about, you see the pain in him. He hurt people. And you know when hurt people, they do dangerous things. You don't tell them what they won't do. To be honest, but listen, you know, this is just my take on the situation. I want to know what y'all think in the comments. Do Finesse have the right to feel the level of anger after doing the 5 years? Or he letting the ego get in the way of his, you know what I'm saying, of his money? Did Wallo make sense trying to calm him down, or something just unforgettable? Drop your thoughts down below. I'm reading everything. I'm reading it all. You know what I'm saying? If you like what you know what I'm saying, you like the content, make sure you hit that like button. Subscribe to the channel. We keep you updated on everything moving in the culture. Until next time, stay safe, stay out the way. Peace. Out.